Hey everybody, this is 2020 Passover week, Holy Week. This is Passover Eve. I'm Apostle David Salvatore Carter of the Worship Center of Central Ohio. I just want to jump on here and just give you some words of encouragement. We all know what the Passover is. If you don't, the Passover is when God passed through Egypt. He passed through and did some things, but then he also passed over some. Um, God did this for several reasons, and I'm going to share these reasons with you. One of the reasons that God sent plagues on Egypt, because God was going to deliver his people after 400 years of oppression. They cried out to Pharaoh, and the Lord heard them. Now, he sent plagues, and there's three reasons from Exodus chapter 6, verse 7. The first reason that God sent the plagues was number one, so that Israel would know that he is their God. Number one, he said that the Israelites might know that I am the Lord your God. That was the reason number one that he sent the plagues during Passover. Number two, and from Exodus 7:5, it's so that Egypt might learn that the Lord is God. So first, he wants the Israelites to know that I am your God. And number two, he wants the Egyptians to know that the Israelites are his people. And that's found in Exodus 7:5. And then in Exodus 12:12, the Lord said, I sent these plagues so that it's as a judgment on all the gods of Egypt. All right. So the Israelites could know that God is their God. Number two, that the Egyptians would know that the Israelites are God's people. And number three, he was judging all the gods of Egypt. In Exodus chapter 9, verse 15, this is what it says, and this deals with our current situation. It says that God raised up Pharaoh. He permitted Pharaoh to become and continue as Egypt's ruler to demonstrate God's power to the whole earth. This means that God raised up Pharaoh and he permitted him to become Pharaoh and continue as Egypt's ruler so Pharaoh's true character could be revealed. God raised him up and permitted him to remain so that the whole world could see what kind of character Pharaoh had. He was abusive. He was belittling. He was traitorous. He was murderous. And the Bible says that God raised and means that he permitted Pharaoh to become and then continue as. Now, does this sound like anybody we know right about now? And so the way that God dealt with the Egyptian people was to let them know that one, these people are my people. First, let the people know that I'm your God. Number two, he said to the Egyptian people, those are my people. And number three, I'm going to send plagues to deal with you so that everybody can know these three things. All right? So here we are in Holy Week. We're on lockdown. We're on stay at home. Passover begins tomorrow, April 8th through the 16th. And look at this. The United States has been on stay-at-home orders from the government since March 26, 2020. That's since March 26, 2020. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I believe that the Bible does speak. And when the Bible speaks, I do listen. I don't go searching for things, but when things hit me right in the face, I got to read them. I don't proof text. I study to see if these things are indeed so. And I'm trying to encourage all of you who are believers and those who aren't believers. Things happen so to remind the people that are of God, to remind them that we are God's children. Number two, so you can know that those people are God's children. And then the third thing is, God says, I'm going to deal with all the gods that people worship. Think about this. People can't go to football games, baseball games. They can't go to basketball games. They can't go to clubs. They can't go to parties. They can't, all those things that people worship during the time when we should be giving, it doesn't say that we can't have fun, but these things have become their gods. So God's like, I'm just going to deal with all of this, and I'll make you stay at home so you can think about who I really am. But on March 26th of 2020, there was the government edict for everybody to stay at home. And so I looked at Isaiah 26 verse 20. This is what it says. Isaiah 26:20, March 26, 2020. This is Isaiah 26:20. This might be coincidence, or it could be supernatural synchronicities. The Lord hooking all these things up together. The night before Passover 2020. Look at this is what it says. Go home, my people. Lock your doors. Hide yourselves for a little while until the Lord's anger has passed. Look, the Lord is coming from heaven to punish the earth, to punish the people of the earth for their sins. The earth will no longer hide those who have been killed. They will be brought out for all to see. March 26, 2020, Isaiah 26:20. Lock your doors. Go inside. Stay inside for a little while. God is cleansing the earth and he's cleansing his people. He's preparing us, letting us know that the things that we worship have become our idols. So the Lord is just saying, that I gave you these things for your enjoyment. They are not what sustains you. So my brothers and my sisters at the ministry where I am, the Worship Center of Central Ohio, God has told us to be on lockdown, to stay in, to stay inside. We're going to do that. Now, recognizing that there are some persons who don't have the ability or the liberty to do that. There might be essential workers. They have to go to work. But what we're saying is on this time, anything that you need to get into your house, gasoline, your food, basic essentials, get those things. And from the 8th to 16th, we're going to be in the house. We're going to be praying. We're going to be Zooming with each other. We're going to be seeking the face of the Lord to see what God is saying when we come out. Remember, when the children of Israel came out after 400 years, they did not come out empty-handed. They got a down payment for what God was going to do for the rest of their lives when they came out of Egypt. And the Egyptians had to give them something on their way out. God bless you. I'll be on periodically throughout these next 8 days, but I will definitely be on for Resurrection Sunday morning. God bless y'all. I'll see you on the other side.